Okay, so we're gonna get started. We have a supervisor. Are you my supervisor? Are you my supervisor? She puts her little tennis balls in the windowsill here and looks out the window like a little weirdo. Spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. You're spoiled. You're spoiled. I'm talking about you. Oh yeah, you're spoiled, girl. You spoiled. No, I don't need you to help me. I don't need you to help me. Okay, so I'm just kind of breaking these up into little sections here. They're for the most part chronological, but not completely. Some of them, you know, sometimes with semi-annual sales, certain things come back, and so they're like older candles, but they're newer to you. So hopefully the lighting in here is okay. My living room has a lot of like sunlight, and it's kind of glary. So hopefully we can see this all right. So, starting over here, these are pretty much all from not last year, but the year before, so that would probably be like 2014-ish, and so I don't have a whole lot of candles that are older than this, because I try to burn up some of my older ones first. I try not to let them get too old, you know, so they don't go bad or whatever. So that's squeaky toy. Oh my god. So that's about as old as they get. So, starting here, this is my holy grail of all candles that ever existed in life, forever, for the rest of my life. This is suntan. This is the old version of suntan. I have plenty of the newer version, but they are just, they are not the same. So this is my holy grail, my most favorite candle that I have ever smelled in my life. Next to that, I have my Summer Sips collection, and the Summer Sips collection was one of my favorite collections of all time as well. I loved almost every candle in it, and I've burned most of them, but I just have a few left. I have 2 Peach Cilantro Twists left, and that is one of my all-time favorites as well. I only have 2. I wish I had more. I have Nectarine Green Tea and Pink Apple Punch left, and that is all from that collection that I did not burn. I burned about 2 or 3 Peach Cilantro Twists, and so that's all I have left, sadly. Alright, here are some kind of unicorn candles that I don't want to burn probably ever, because they're great when I'm comparing scents. So we have the Garden Strawberry that a lot of people hated. I personally like it, but you hear people reference it a lot in reviews. Market Peach is referenced all the time in reviews, as well as Snap Peas. So these are all ones that I probably will not burn unless they're re-released, because these are the only ones I have left of those, and like I said, I reference them a lot in reviews, and I like to go back and kind of smell them when I'm comparing a scent. Alright, now moving on to the Artisan collection. This is probably my favorite collection that Bath & Body Works has ever done. Again, I love Summer Sips also, but this one was just the most amazing. So we have the iconic and amazing Blackberry Bramble Tea. This is probably one of my second or third. These right here are like my 3 favorite candles, pretty much. And Peach Cilantro Twist is in the top 5 too. So these are like my last frontier, my last stash. So I have 4 Blackberry Bramble Teas. I have Banana Nutmeg Bread Pudding. I have to burn one of each of these, at least one every fall. And they have not re-released these, and I'm hoping that maybe this upcoming fall 2016, I'm hoping they'll release them again, you know, maybe skip a year. And out of all of the repackages that Bath & Body Works constantly does, like, why are you not bringing these 2 back? Like, these were people's, like, most favorite. So I have 4 Blackberry Bramble Teas and 3 Banana Nutmeg Bread Puddings. Also from that collection, I have 1 Wasabi Apple left. Again, I've burned one of these already, but I reference this one a lot. Butterscotch Bourbon, or Bourbon Butterscotch, is a lot kind of like your Summer Boardwalk type smells. Kind of the same with Cayenne Caramel. They all kind of have that caramely popcorn type smell. And then Vanilla Chai, which I personally really love because I love chai tea, and it really does smell like chai tea, so it's a good candle. Over here, I only have 1 Heirloom Pumpkin left. I know that they did have it on sale this year, but I just didn't get around to buying any, and I absolutely love that scent. I have 1 Farm Stand Apple. I have another Harvest Peaches, which I absolutely adore. It's basically market peaches mixed with some like fall spices. It is beautiful. And then I have Autumn Mums that everybody hates. I actually picked it up at semi-annual sale because it's kind of like a unicorn. Like, people, again, reference it a lot, and most people, like, absolutely despise it. So I had to have one in my collection. I don't know if I'll ever burn it because I've only heard horror stories about it. Over here we have kind of the gold leaf collection, I guess is what we called it. We have warm caramel cider. We have Marshmallow Fireside, Flannel, and Autumn Night. Over here is my Pumpkin Cafe collection. I don't have a whole lot left because I loved this collection and I burned so many, but this is what remains. So I have a Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, nothing special there. It comes back every year. I have Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. This one is so amazing, so I'm saving it. I have Pumpkin Sugar Donut. This one comes back quite often, but it is really, really good. And then I have the ever-famed Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow. Alright, over here we had the kind of patinaed lids that came out. This was, I believe, the We Love Fall collection. Again, I burned the crap out of those candles, so all I have left is Salted Caramel Corn, and that's actually a rebuy. I burned one, and then I bought another one to kind of save because I love it so much. And then we have Sweater Weather at the bottom. Again, nothing special on Sweater Weather. It comes back every year. I have the random Wild Madagascar Vanilla. When I purchased this, there was only like 3 in the store, and I just so happened to get one, and I really wish I would have bought more because this is an awesome candle, but I got one, and that's, you know, all I can say. This was the first attempt to slam us with expensive freaking candles. These, I believe, were $30, but I purchased them when they were half off, so they were like 15 bucks, and then, of course, I had a coupon. I burned several of these, but what I have left is Topaz Waters and Baltic Black Pearl. Baltic Black Pearl is amazing. It is a very, very nice scent. So, that's kind of the first little, I guess, wave of them. So let me grab the second wave and show you what else is in my little candle bench. Okay, so here we go with the second wave that is also in this bench. So kind of continuing on with where we left off with that first wave. Like I said, these are for the most part chronological. This collection came out, like I said, 2014, around Thanksgiving-ish time. I was so excited about it. This was the Made with Love collection. Again, I usually purchase like one of each in the collection, and this bench is kind of just like the remains. This is kind of like, okay, what did I not burn out of that collection from the previous year? And I kind of move it to this bench, and I keep my newer candles in another cabinet, which you will see in another video. So this is what I have left from this particular collection. I had purchased another pumpkin gingerbread because I loved it so much. Cinnamon frosting is such a good candle. It comes back pretty much every year. It is so strong and so delicious. Mint mocha bark was extremely disappointing. I did a review on that at one point. You can find it on my channel. It wasn't that impressive. Here we go. This was kind of like the holiday tradition-y type line of the year. So Vanilla Snowflake, one of my all-time favorites. Spiced Apple Toddy, that's my mom's favorite. Ski Lodge, another one of my all-time favorites. This is the only one I have in the old packaging. You're going to see a couple of these repeated when I show you like the new cabinet, but like I said, this is kind of the stuff from last year that I haven't quite burned yet. I have a Fresh Balsam. And I have a 'Tis the Season, which just kind of smells like cinnamon. Over here, still going with holiday kind of tradition-y stuff. Holly Jolly Christmas. This one was kind of hard to find. A lot of people couldn't find it in their store, but I did find it, and I purchased 2. I already burned one and reviewed it, but that's my leftover. And just a random evergreen that I never got to burning. This collection right here, this Holly Jolly Christmas and Evergreen collection was, oh my gosh, the most abysmal wicks like I've ever experienced. It was atrocious. Right here were 2 kind of random candles that came out sort of around Christmas time. This one came out with like I think it came with a candle pedestal or some sort of like VIP type deal. And so this one is just Happy Holidays Cinnamon Cupcake. It's just cinnamon frosting, but it had, you know, the neat packaging, and so I wanted it in my collection. And then Holiday Wish, I believe this one came out with the VIP bag that was, it was either Black Friday or after Christmas. I believe it was the after Christmas sale. So there's that one. Alright, and then these ones are the Merry Mistletoe collection. I do store them with just old lids from other candles so I can stack them, but I took the lids off so you can actually see what they are and we can actually read them. So back here I have Winter White Petals and Peach Bellini. Right here I have Cranberry Pear Bellini and Merry Mistletoe. And right here I have Sparkling Confetti and Black Tie. Okay, now this kind of section over here is just like my random candles. You know how a lot of times at semi-annual sale, old random candles from like years past show up and things like that. And so these are just kind of not really in chronological order. These are actually probably from 2013, but they were candles that had like came back during semi-annual sale last year. And so these were kind of like my random gems that I found and just kind of added to the collection. So as you guys know, that semi-annual sale, of course, a while back, the French Provence collection came back, and I actually didn't purchase very many from that collection when it originally came out. So they came out for semi-annual sale, and I had some really good coupons. I believe I might have had like a 40% coupon or something like that, and so I did kind of stock up on the collection since I sort of skipped out on it originally. So I've got lemon verbena, French lavender, citron cedarwood, Springtime in Provence. I really like that candle. It's a floral, but I really like it for some reason. And then Provence Garden, which is very like green and herbally smelling. Here is our destinations candles. We have Mahalo Maui, which is Mai Tai Sunsets, Aloha Waikiki, Hulas and Hibiscus, Rio Glow, which is Sizzle and Samba, and Cheers to Capri, which is another candle you hear referenced a lot, which is just a limoncello candle that they've redone over and over and over and over again. All right, here are some older destination ones from the year before. So I believe these would be like 2013, and this is just what I have left. So I found a Sea to Santorini. This is kind of a rare one. I absolutely love it. And then London Calling, which they've redone, but you guys know London Calling is one of my all-time favorite candles, so had to have it. Every time I see it, I buy it. And then this is the Sundress from the Garden Party collection. I believe this was the first time they did Sundress, if I remember. So I have kind of the original one in that packaging, and I absolutely love Sundress. Okay, this one is a super old one that everybody hated. This was like the infamous candle at semi-annual sales that they could not get rid of. Red Velvet Cupcake, I personally like. Most people hate it. I got it for like $3. A super old Caribbean Escape random, a random Cranberry Woods in like, I think that's the older packaging, and then one candle left from the Italian collection of Tuscan Herbs, and I love this candle. You guys know I love herbal note candles, and this is like my holy grail as far as an herbal candle, and it's the only one I have, and I'm afraid to burn it because they haven't brought anything back that is exactly the same. So I'm kind of hanging on to it, hoping they would bring something back that is identical. They brought back, you know, kind of similar ones, but they've never just brought back Tuscan Herbs exactly as it is, and I love it, so I'm hoping that they will someday. Okay, and lastly, I just had some kind of random minis shoved in this bench. I actually have a little tub of minis, and so I probably should show you these with those, but I'm not going to reorganize it just to show you the video. I'm just going to do it by where they're at. So I'm filming the bench today, and this is what's in the bench. So we have the little kind of tester size candle of Tailgate. I love Tailgate, and I haven't been able to find another one in a year or so. So they had this one at a semi-annual sale, and I just picked it up because I like the scent. Here are 3 Pumpkin Cafe minis. I believe these came with a either VIP pail, I think it was the pumpkin pail or whatever. So they're sweet cinnamon pumpkin, pumpkin pecan waffles, and spiced pumpkin cider. And these 3 are still actually shrink wrapped, so I know for a fact they came with like one of the Christmas pails. Again, this was like 2014. And so that's Fresh Sparkling Snow, Twisted Peppermint, and Vanilla Bean Noel. I have a couple little minis that I got, I believe at like a semi-annual sale or like a fall clearance of the Artisan collection, because again, that was one of my favorite collections of all time. So we have a Cayenne Caramel, we have a Wasabi Apple, we have a Bourbon Butterscotch, a Banana Nutmeg Bread Pudding, and 2 Blackberry Bramble Teas. So again, not very many minis, not very many minis, that sounds weird, but these ones were just kind of randomly in the bench, so here they are. I hope you guys enjoyed the candle video. Don't mind that dirty laundry in the back. We're going to be boring, and we're going to be lazy, and we're not going to fold that laundry. No, we're not. We're going to edit this video, and it's going to take about 1,000,000 years, isn't it? Gonna take years? You haven't even done any work. You haven't even done any work. I don't know why she's yawning. You've been sitting on the couch the whole time looking pretty. I'm going to touch you. I'm going to get you. We did it! Yeah!